On today's videos, I'll be eating only Brazilian meals. If you are new here, please make sure to subscribe and like this video and help support my channel. You know I am from Brazil. I decided to make a full day of eating Brazilian style. I haven't gone back to Brazil in a long time and I haven't seen my parents in a long while. I kind of miss eating Brazilian food. So I'm very excited to share with you a little bit about Brazil, the way we eat. If you are Brazilian and you are watching this video, comment down below what's your favorite Brazilian meal or Brazilian dish. If you are not a Brazilian and you're watching this video, comment down below what do you know about Brazil. Very curious to know what you guys know about Brazil. Very happy to share with you the amazing things we eat in Brazil. It will be a typical day for me, how I used to eat when I was there. Keep in mind, I'm from Sao Paulo, so different states in the country eat a different way than I do growing up. So keep that in mind. That's a typical day for me, for where I grew up. I'm very hungry, so let's get into breakfast. On a typical Brazilian breakfast, bread, this is some kind of French baguette or French bread that we eat pretty much every single day. And my parents, they had a bakery across the street, so they used to buy this fresh every single day, every morning, and it used to come like fresh out of the oven, very nice and warm. So you eat bread with butter, and you do need to drink coffee with milk, that I already have it here, like a latte, and we call like a pingado. You can also like toast, put butter on the bread and toast it on a pan, and we call this pão na chapa. Pão is bread. It's really good. And if you want to be healthy, you can eat also some fruit, and a typical fruit that we eat in the morning is papaya. If you don't know what papaya is this fruit here, and it has some seeds. I cut it out for you. It has a little seeds in the middle that we don't eat. It's very nice and sweet. It tastes like sugar for it. I'm gonna put this away. I'm gonna make a big mess. I always start with the low calorie thing, so I always start with fruit. This is so good. I remember I was craving papaya when I was pregnant with my second daughter, I think. And one thing Brazilians do, they always leave the coffee pot on the table, so it needs to be like thermal thing, so you can fill it up. Let's try this. I don't have coffee with regular milk in a long time. That's so good. But the thing is, in Brazil they put a lot of sugar in the coffee. Sometimes they already make the coffee with sugar, make on the stovetop. So I don't like that. I don't like sugar on my coffee. I'm gonna finish the fruit. And the good thing about papaya, it's great for the digestion. If you have problems going to the bathroom, papaya is great for that. So I used to eat this first thing in the morning to help me with because I was always very constipated. That's why I always used to eat papaya in the morning. Now I'll be moving into the bread. I already cut it in half so I can put butter. I usually buy lower calorie butter or spread. This is made with yogurt. It's only 45 calories per tablespoon, so half of the calories. You can use butter, you can use whatever you want. Usually change it up, and I try just to put a little bit to cover the bread because we don't want the extra calories. I don't eat this kind of bread in so long. And I am wearing my Brazilian jersey. Actually, that's my sister. She was getting rid of it, and I took it. The best way to eat this bread is to dip it in the hot coffee with milk. We used to do that a lot. The taste of the coffee with the butter and the bread, it's so good. I totally missed this. The reason why I'm making this video is since COVID started, I wasn't able to see my parents, and I miss them so much that I decided to make a video to I don't know, make me feel that I'm there, even though it's not the same thing. Like, I used to wake up in the morning with breakfast in the table ready to eat. with fresh bread from the bakery. It's nice to have something similar here. It's not the same bread though. It's better when you dip it. I'm gonna finish this and I'll catch with you in the next meal that I think will be lunch. See you there. Now here is a typical Brazilian lunch. I think the lunch is the biggest meal of the day. Usually have a raw salad. We have cooked vegetables, rice and beans, and I do have an egg here, and one thing that's missing is the red meat. We always eat red meat pretty much every single day. Once in a while we switch up to chicken. I used to never eat fish, very occasionally, maybe when I travel to like the ocean, like to the beach where they have fresh ones, but otherwise would be only like the red meat and occasionally chicken. I'm not a big fan of red meat. I do eat once in a while, but not every day, and that's my daughter right there. She's trying to put her shoes on. She's almost ready for her lunch soon too. I'm gonna start with the salad. I always start with the lowest calorie ones. The reason why I do that is because I think we need to fuel up our stomach with the lower calorie things, and the things that are more calorie dense you leave for last. So that way you can fill up your stomach with less calories. And towards the end, when you're already full, you're not gonna be eating too much of the more calorie dense things. I'm gonna eat my salad and come back to main dish. So salad is done. Now I'm gonna jump into my main dish. The thing I want to say about salad is I keep my salads very simple. I don't use that much dressing. Brazilians, they love like put a lot of oil, heavy calorie dense dressings. I like to keep my salads very low calorie. I only put a little bit of salt and then maybe some vinegar, or sometimes I even eat it plain. Don't put too many calories in your salad. It's just not very smart. So here I have rice, beans. This is zucchini, the egg. I made that myself, which is very sad. I used to love when my mom used to cook for me. It's so different. I miss my mom cooking for me. Flavors, it's not the same way that she cooks, but it's very, very good. I tend to make my meals very bland, with very little salt, just enough to have a little bit of flavor. A typical Brazilian meal, it's very salty. So I'm just trying to join us. I think she's ready for her lunch. Usually lunch is the biggest meal of the day, and you always try to make time to have a decent lunch. But here, I tend to eat a bigger dinner and just like little snacks throughout the day. I'm gonna change up today. I'm gonna have a lighter dinner and a bigger lunch. So, meal is done. For dessert, we usually have fruit. This is a little tangerine. It's not very big. It's just a little sweet. After a savory meal, healthy. We tend to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, I think more than Americans do. That's what I think. It's very a Brazilian diet's very healthy. It's very carb heavy. We eat a lot of fiber and fruits and vegetables, so it helps a little. I thought I was going to be hungry after lunch, after breakfast, because it was pretty much only carbs with a little bit of fat, but I actually was pretty full until like now. I'm gonna have this, and I have to feed my daughter. Back for next meal, which I think will be snack. I'm gonna attempt to make a Brazilian carrot cake, but a healthier version. And the recipe is the Pecini's recipe. She is a Brazilian bikini competitor. Last year she won the Olympia competition, I think. I know nothing about it. I just know that she won, and when I saw there was a Brazilian there, I got very, very excited. So then I started following her, and I got some of her recipes. She is gorgeous, and I think she's here again, Olympia competition this year. I wish her the best if I can make her carrot cake. All right, see you next time. All right, time to try the carrot cake. I'm actually very curious to see how this tastes. That's how it looks like low calorie version of the original one. So I don't know how this tastes. This is my first time I'm making this. And I have another little cup of coffee. This is actually how we drink coffee in Brazil, in a smaller little mug, shot or espresso cup. Not necessarily needs to be espresso, can be like a regular coffee, but you drink in here. Brazilian people, if you go to their house, no matter what time it is, they always gonna serve you something to eat and a cup of coffee. Usually also like bake you something like a cake, so you need to stay long enough to be able to eat. I am half Italian, so if you go to a family that is Italian, you just don't go visit them, you have to stay and eat and have a cup of coffee. So let's try the cake. The frosting is also different, so this is actually pretty good. Tastes very similar to the original one, which goes have a lot of oil. This one has no oil at all. I'm gonna leave the recipe down below if you're interested in making this. Also gonna leave the video where she makes it, but I think she talks in Portuguese, so very happy with the result, and I'm very surprised. Her full recipe has only like 900 calories or something. It's definitely a smaller version of the ones we usually make at home, because you make for an entire family, and here, as I said, I'm the only one who's probably gonna eat this, so I don't want to make a huge one. This is the size 8, a small one. I didn't even make the full recipe that she put it there. I make a little bit more than half, but I'm very happy that I made. I'm definitely gonna have more of this after dinner. Today was actually a full day of cooking. Guys, you have no idea. Brazilians love to stay in the kitchen and cook all day. This is a lot of work. I'm telling you, I've been cooking since I woke up today. So if you're watching here, please give me a thumbs up. That helps a lot, and I would really appreciate it. I'm going like out of my way to make these meals. I am making this for myself, but yeah, it's been fun, but it's a lot of work. And it's nice to have a little bit taste of home here, since I can see my parents. I hope you're enjoying it, and so I'll see you guys dinner. My family got to the last meal of the day, which is my favorite. Is a there you go. This is a bean soup, and it has pasta, has potatoes, has vegetables. I put zucchini and carrots. Yeah, you can put chicken if you want, but I prefer not to put meat. I do eat a very carb-heavy diet. This reminds me of my mom making dinner for us. And as I said, dinner was the lightest meal of the day. Sometimes we eat soup. Most of the time it would be soup, and sometimes it would be like a sandwich, something that we'll eat here for lunch. And then you put some Parmesan on top, and you can also have a side of the bread that I had for breakfast. I don't want more bread. Today's day of eating was like actually very filling. After my daughter is also eating. After the breakfast, I wasn't very hungry at all, and after lunch, I'm actually very full. I'm not very hungry right now, maybe because the lunch was like a little bigger than I'm used to, and now I'm not very hungry. I'm definitely gonna have more of the cake after this. Let me try this. I'm very definitely doesn't taste like the one my mom used to make because of the seasoning. Like I said, my mom used to put like more salt and more everything, but it's very good. Another thing, like Brazilians, they like to cook with a lot of garlic and onion. I think that's pretty much why, because I feel very full every time I eat meals that has lots of onions and garlic. For some reason I don't feel hungry, maybe because I upset my stomach a little bit. This is very delicious. You can definitely put meat in there if you want, but I like this way, and for me, more vegetables the better. I like kale, cabbage. I used to love cabbage. I just didn't want to overwhelm too much for today's video. It's something that I'm gonna eat myself. My family won't eat that, so for me this is perfect. I love this. It's very comforting. I'm gonna cut the video here. I'm probably gonna have another slice of the carrot cake. I'll show you the footage if I do. Yeah, but I'm sure I'm going to. Yeah, I'll see you next time. I hope you enjoyed this video, made this far to the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you are new, make sure to subscribe, like this video, and I see you next time. Bye bye.